Day, everybody. Welcome to the final Friday edition of Break It Down with Kim Brown in the year 2022. Yep, this is the last show of the year. Gosh, okay, that's kind of a odd way to put things. So anyway, welcome everybody to the program. As you all hopefully have dutifully observed, tonight is a call-in show. And we're going to make the call-in link available for everybody here in just a moment. But a couple of housekeeping notes for tonight. For patrons and members, tonight we have the December AMA happening. We've already got some questions percolating over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/BIDWKB. For real this time, this is going to be for the patrons and the members. I know I have been not very proficient at the button pushing when it comes to running the live broadcast on my own. Fortunately, young Will is standing by behind the scenes, ready to make sure that the AMA is executed as it's supposed to be executed. This is something special that we do for patrons and for members, and everybody has gotten a free sneak peek into the AMAs for the past couple of months because I was doing it by myself, but not tonight. But before then, if you guys haven't noticed, right after this live, I'm gonna do the premiere of a debut thing that I want to do more of, and that's a little feature I'm calling Kim's Lost Tapes. I've got some interviews just gathering dust, everybody. I've got some shit over here that's just sitting over here, and I'm like, well, you know what? We might as well blow the dust off of some of this stuff and put it up. And tonight's debut is going to be Jay-Z's Sean Carter. It's so hard to believe, not that I interviewed Jay-Z, it's the time long that has passed since I've interviewed Jay-Z. I'm like, God damn. And no, surely is no way that has been over 20 years, but damn, it has been over 20 years. You know why? Because niggas is old out here. I'm niggas. Yes, I'm old out here. And I got some shit that's 20 years old, which is fucking nuts. So y'all go get to see it. Now, this is how this is going to work. I'm going to set this to premiere right after this live. And it's going to be available on the first watch for everybody. But then after that, if you're trying to see it on demand, that's going to be for members, for members and patrons. We will post a link to that on Patreon as well. But yeah, we got to do gotta get the patrons and the members a little something that everybody else don't get, because the patrons and the members doing something that everybody else don't do. and that is putting up some bucks, a couple bucks. It don't take a whole lot to be a supporter of this channel, but our people have been putting up support for quite some time, so tune in for that immediately following the show. Now guys, I see some of my top A producers / news hounds are in the building. And I see y'all in here. And let me give y'all the good fair warning off the brizzle. No news will be reported tonight unless it's being reported by you. Okay. Now, if you want to come on here and report news, you're welcome to do that. So, Will, if you haven't dropped the link in the chat already for the good folks, go ahead and do that. And this is how it's going to go. You guys can call up here and say whatever you want. You can report the news. You can yell at me for either the news I have reported or have failed to report. I don't really care. You guys can call up here with complaints, concerns, salutations, holiday wishes. I'm all good with everything. I'm good with it all. And I appreciate the folks that I'm seeing in here tonight. Afra, I see you, Afra. Hey, baby. Ooh. Anyway, Kalechi just announced her New York City live show. Oh, what's SOBs like, Afra? Is it a nice space? Can I get around there at SOBs in New York? But yes, that's coming up in April. And I can't tell y'all when tickets go on sale because y'all might snipe my tickets. So if you listen to the Say Your Mind podcast, you know when Kalechi has announced the tickets will be on sale, but I can't announce it here because y'all might snipe me. And I'll be very upset if I don't get to go see Kalechi in New York. So there's that. So, that's kind of a open-ended who's coming with me kind of thing. But okay, I see Afra, I see Anna Hart. Hello, Anna. I see Northern Witch. Hello, Mama Lorraine. I see Dawn. Hey, Donnie. Afraid Not is in here. Infinite Content. I see you in here. Wendy, I see you in here. Holly Horn, Damien, Stoner Loner. I know this is probably it's probably not that great for my YouTube views when I do shout outs, because people watching later are like, who are these people? These are my all stars. This is who they are. Okay. This is why we do this. Okay. We got to do the rundown of the shout outs, because I'm 45. Well, not quite, but approaching. This is what 45 year old people do. We shout each other out. And to our young bucks as well. What's up, Nat? Nat A, my niece. Is Valley Girls in here? My other niece. I haven't shouted out my son in a while. Tyler. I don't know if Tyler's in here, but I'm glad to see folks. Hey, Silberg, come through. Glad to see folks in here. What's up, John? Kemper. Hey, Sweary Fairy. I love it. I love to see the people in here. So the link should be in the chat. And I told Will, I said, hey, if people act like they're not calling up here, we gonna make this a quick live. because honestly and truly, I'm prepared to talk about very little, if anything at all, because my I am running on fumes to get to the end of the year. Our break is next week. By the way, I think I told y'all this earlier this week. Don't look for no live shows. We will be posting clips that y'all may have seen and may have not seen next week, but no live shows for Burn It Down with Kim Brown next week. But then YouTube punishes us. then don't tell people when we come back. So it's very much a catch-22. Hey, Shirley. What's up? Is that Steve? Come through, Steve. Love to see the folks in here. You trying to talk to me, Will? Is somebody standing by? Nobody's standing by, are they?
Not yet.
I didn't think so.
I put the link out there. I'll put it in there again, though. I'll put it one more time.
Yeah. Because listen, like I said, y'all, if y'all don't call in, we gonna run this Jay-Z jump, and then we gonna dip into the AMA, and we very much will call it a night. And that's okay, because it's okay to call it a night. Sometimes it is Friday, it is New Year's Eve. I wish I had some wonderful words of wisdom, and someone even suggested that we do a recap or look back year in, wahoo's it. I see the merit in that. I am not a look back kind of person. I'm very much a look ahead, look forward. I don't want to look back. I don't want to look behind. I want to look ahead. So that's probably why I don't really do year end stuff, because it's like the year's over. I'm very much glad for the year to be over. There were some positive things that happened this year, and some not so positive things. But at the end of the day, onward, onward, Christian and non-Christian soldiers. Onward is the best thing I can do. And people also ask about resolutions. No, I mean, I have the same resolution I had last year. Instead of my resolution to lose 30 pounds, now I think I just have another 15 or 20 to go. I did very gradually drop a few pounds over this year. And it wasn't because of any exercise or anything I was doing. What I did was, I'll tell you exactly what I did. I cut out coffee creamer from my daily coffee, and I stopped drinking beer. And over the course of a year, I lost 15 pounds. It's funny how that works. How you can very easily drink a lot of your calories, and a lot of your daily caloric intake comes from beverages, depending on what they may be. But this year, I'm actually trying to go for fitness and better health, because that should be jumping on old niggas like me. So we got to get it together. What's up, Will? You in my earbuds, huh?
Forever young. We got two people.
What? No.
Afro was there too, but her signal was weak.
Oh, so we have
one person.
One person. Okay.
Oh, and Shirley too.
Oh, is Shirley the one person?
No,
it doesn't matter.
I'm here. I thought someone else was coming up too.
Well, it could be just you, Shirley. Hey, okay. Well, you got to mute yourself, because I'm hearing a lot of static. That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Not you, baby girl. No, Shirley, you're fine. I had to talk
Okay.
to young Wilbert over there. Hey,
Okay.
Shirley, how are
Happy New
you?
Year, Kim.
Happy New Year, Shirley.
Ha-
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year to the Fire fam.
It wouldn't be the end of the year call-in show if we didn't hear from Shirley. Shirley,
I know.
did you get hit with the storm over this past week?
It wasn't that bad for us. It's all actually cleared up now.
Oh, good.
So
Good,
yeah,
good.
it was some. We did get a couple of inches, but before my sister and brother-in-law headed out for New Orleans, because that's how they're going to bring in the new year.
Woo!
Yeah, I know. They came over, and my sister put my brother-in-law to work to shovel my snow.
Oh, good. Got a good brother-in-law.
I
Good
do.
for
I have a
you.
fantastic brother-in-law. So well, you know me. I don't have nothing to say. Just coming up here to say hi.
Cause you one of my say hi all stars, Shirley.
That's
I
right.
just came by to say hi.
That's right. Just saying hi. I
So
just wish
Shirley,
yes.
how come you didn't go to New Orleans?
Well, you know what? My sister did invite me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like to do a lot of walking. And my
Okay.
sister is a walker.
Ah,
And
okay.
so is my brother-in-law.
Ah, yes, girl. Okay, understood. Because you will walk in New Orleans.
Yeah, I know. And so she
Very
had the
much.
nerve. She accidentally called me, and she didn't pick up. I said, "Oh, she must accidentally dialed me." And I heard music in the background, and I called her right back. I said, "Did you mean to call me?" "Oh no, we're just walking in the French Quarter." I'm like, "Oh." So yeah,
Oh,
she did
man,
invite
I
me,
love.
but no, I don't like to do a
What's
lot
the?
of walking.
Hold on. Let me ask Siri what the temperature is in New Orleans. Hold on. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in New Orleans?
It's 64 degrees right now.
Oh, that's nice.
64 right now, Shirley, with the sun down at 64. It's okay, girl. Listen,
But you know
you
what
know
else?
yourself.
I do
What's
know
up?
myself. You know what else? I'm not a drinker either. And
I
this what they don't they do all that drinking down. I mean, I'm not a like I'm not like a prohibitionist or something like that, you know. But I mean, what am I gonna do?
Eat, girl.
Yeah,
What
but
you
I mean,
mean? Eat.
just
That's
eat,
what.
eat, eat.
Eat,
So
eat, eat, eat. I mean, literally, eat everything in sight. Eat everything that you see in New Orleans. If there's
yes,
someone is selling it, buy it, eat it. Okay,
and
like
I guess
that's what I
enjoy
love
the
to do.
music.
Oh, girl, yeah, and the weather and the temperatures and the good vibes. I think you could go to New Orleans and not get hammered drunk
Oh, I
and
wouldn't get
still
hammered. I would
enjoy
just be
yourself.
sitting there, you know, watching the purses or something, you know. That's what they do.
No,
That's what my cousins always make me do. So, you know.
no, boo.
I know, but anyway, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year and hoping that this will be a better year for progressives and radicals, whatever you want to call us, leftists. And that's all I can hope for.
Well, I share your sentiment, Shirley. I thank you for all of your support here. You're a member, you're a patron, you run us super chats. Thank you so much for supporting this channel for another year, Shirley. Thank you for supporting Black Power Media too. Thank you for making sure that Pretty Ricky, aka Kamau Franklin, that we keep him in check over there because
Yeah, y'all was bigging him up too much a couple of weeks ago. I had to put a stop to it, you know. Had to put a stop to it.
Kamau did really good on Democracy Now! As of course, what else would Kamau do? Of
Oh
course, he
yeah,
did
he did.
exceptional
He did.
in
He did. I
Democracy
was
Now!
very happy. So
Yes,
he
yes, he
represents
represented
himself
us.
well.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Because he's been trained, girl.
That's
You could
right.
tell that's a man. The wife done put in the work. I see
Yep,
it.
absolutely. All right. Well, I didn't
Shirley,
want to keep
we
you.
love you,
I love
Shirley.
you too, and
Thank
I
you.
really love this show so much. I look forward to it, and I'll just be seeing you in the new year. You take it easy next week, okay?
Yes, madame. You do the same, Shirley. Get some rest. Get some
Oh, I
rest.
will. I will. Okay.
Get
Love you.
Thank you. Love you too, baby girl.
Bye bye.
Y'all saw me with the cash app went off, and I said, "Ooh, what's that?" But that's Latif. Latif, thank you so much, Latif. Thank you so much for your support. as always, for all that you do, Latif, all that you do. Whew. I love talking to Shirley. Shirley is one of my favorite people. I'm telling you. For people, especially if you are on the coast, right? If you're an East Coaster or a West Coaster and you don't have a lot of like experience in the middle of the country, then I'm telling you, like Midwest Americans, especially Midwestern Black Americans, I mean top tier. I mean, just when it comes to the echelon of the level of the character of the people, the niceness, the sweetness, the goodness of the people, I'm telling you, Midwestern Black Americans are way up there, way up there. But yes, I love you, Shirley. I love you to pieces. What's up, Will? I hear you hissing all in my ear. What you got?
My bad. Northern Witch and Zanabe. I'm sorry.
Oh, Zayna. Okay. Well,
I messed it up. I butchered it. I'm sorry.
it's fine. Poor Zayna. I'm sure she's used to people butchering her name. Unfortunately, who is this? Is this D or is this Z?
This is D.
Hi, Dede.
Really have anything important to say?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you
That's
hear
fine.
me?
I can hear you loud and clear, honey. How's it going?
Oh, lovely. It's been a long year. I did manage to quit, so I'm very happy about that.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. Now let me interview you. D, tell us all about that. And everyone in your house is okay, right? Everyone survived.
Yes.
Okay.
All the people and animals all lived through it.
Whoa.
Which, truthfully, we close calls, but we all made it through. And now I'm just waiting for my lungs to act like they're 20 again instead of 60. That's supposed to happen right after you quit, right?
Allegedly, yes. Within a week or two. Is what I mean, D, first of all, congratulations, because, in the range of chemical addictions, I mean, nicotine is right there. It's up there with heroin. You know what I'm saying? So how did you manage to quit? Did you just quit cold turkey? I'm all in your business. I'm sorry. You don't have to answer any of these questions.
Ma'am, I did. I don't do well with cutting down on stuff. I'm not a moderate person. and it was time, so I put them down. I have used some nicotine patches a couple of times, but that's it. So,
and what kind of cigarette addiction are we talking about? Pack a day, 2 packs?
No, ma'am. We're talking 3 or 4 big old stinky cigars a day.
Damn, cigars! Are you a gangster?
No filters, nice, thick,
Jeez, mafioso.
Tasting and smelling.
Whoa.
I can't help it, Kim.
Were they? I mean, but what kind? Now I'm sorry, D. I'm all in your business. What kind of tobacco are we talking? Was this homegrown tobacco? Were you rolling these cigars?
No, just cheap old Swisher Sweets.
Oh my God! What the hell?
See, you thought I had some class. You just didn't know.
Girl, you was just blowing on Swisher Sweets. I mean, in the chateau, I don't know about the chateau per se, but I mean, my people used to call them throat cutters. The Swisher Sweets are throat cutters. Oh my God, dang! Woo!
Yes, and I figured I'm old now, so I probably need to cut that shit out. So it wasn't real easy, but it did.
Hey, well, let me tell you this, D. First of all, congratulations. Like that's not a small accomplishment to me. That is a very big deal. And my grandmother lived to be 92, smoked for 40 years, and told me that she had to quit smoking cigarettes when they got to be $1 a pack. They got to be $1 a pack. That's when Granny had to tap out. But she smoked for 40 years and lived to be 92. So I said that to say, you can quit. So long as you quit, you can get a good jump.
I might have a few good years left.
Yes. Oh wow, Dee.
Oh my.
I'm proud
Anyway.
of you and bewildered at the same time. I'm like, Swisher sweets.
Thank you so much, baby. I
I
don't think you
love
know
you.
how
I'm
much that
sorry.
means to me.
I'm very proud of you. Well, please give hubby our best, give the kids our best, give the animals, of course, our best. Dee, we love you so much. All that you do, you have again, you're here another year. Here we are again at the end of a year call-in show, and I get a chance to thank you face to face, relatively speaking, for all that you do, for all that you've done, for all the support, for the tags, for the retweets, for the mods, modding for us over on Twitch. It's Twitch, yeah, yes, on Twitch. Thank you, Dede. Just thank you, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being engaged in the stuff that you're engaged in, and for the stuff that you bring to my attention as well. I appreciate that very
My
much.
pleasure, and thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you, Dede.
I love it. I love to come here and be with people that I don't shock with the way I talk, and that have strong feelings about things that and I don't express myself very well, but we share a lot of the same ideology, and also I love you. You are very dear to me and the whole Fire fam.
And thank you for all the support that you give to BPM as well, Dede. Because again, you be in the chat for the morning show, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning where you are when we go on the air, and I'm like, woo, D is up.
I'm
talking.
not real conversational either at 5 in the morning, but I could be a viewer.
Oh, we appreciate it. We appreciate you so much. So much. Please be safe, because I think there's another storm headed your way if it's not already
I got
approached you.
We got it. We are everything. Everything here is fine.
Oh,
as big a storm as wants to could hit us, we'll be fine.
Oh, good. I like to hear that.
I do want you to have a happy new year, my dear. You and all the Fire fam, and now I'm gonna get off here before I start crying.
Oh, don't cry.
Hey, y'all. Happy New Year, y'all.
Hey, Happy New Year, husband. I wish your husband's name, Dede. I'm sorry.
David. His name is David.
Happy New Year, David. Thank you. You've got a great girl here. You and you tell her how awesome she is for quitting them Swisher Sweets. Jesus.
Hey, all joking aside, we're very, very proud of her, man. It's been 2 or 3 weeks, it's been hell.
Oh, but she's doing it.
She's got rid of the little sons of bitches, and they're gonna stay gone.
That's right.
We're very, very proud of her.
That's right. We love you, Dede. We are proud of you here as a Fire Fam emeritus member. Thank you for what you do.
My face is turning red.
My eyes are leaking now.
All right, I'll see you next year, Dede.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. You guys, Dede quit smoking. That is a huge deal. Huge deal. Big deal. Listen, that nicotine is it will put a foot on your face, okay? I know it. Oh, look at you guys. Look at everybody tweeting support. Putting up support. Mute yourself in the background. Mute the broadcast.
My bad. That's Big Till.
What? No, that's a lie. There's no way. And there's no way Tamara came out. There's no way Tamara has called up my little program. There's no way.
Now.
Wait, you don't need to hear yourself. Can you hear me? Oh, Big Till. Wait. Oh, wait. Big Till's on the screen. Wait a second. What? How am I going to hear you?
Oh, sorry. I think I can hear you now. I'm going to have to turn you down. Hello?
There we go. Big Till. Look at you. Keeping it thugged out. We got you.
Okay, I have to not look at this. Okay, I found out how to look at this without distracting myself. I don't know how people stream.
I'm trying to figure out. Listen.
Oh,
Uh,
no, okay, I
okay,
can hear
there we
you
go.
now.
Perfect. Are we in sync? Are we
Hi,
just?
yeah.
Are we Justin and JC and them? Are we in sync here? Are we? What's going on? Tamara, is that big Tamara or Tamara?
Um,
What's-
I say Tamara.
you guys, Big Teal has turned her camera on. Holy shit. Big Teal, what's going on? What's going on? Did you see me take up for you when Air Doctor tried to call you Little Teal? I said no. I said nay. That's Big Teal.
I know, but like the irony with that name is that I'm actually quite petite. Like I'm not just like 5'5", like I'm like little, and people still think like I'm 25. I'm like, no, I'm a grown woman. Please, no, not grown woman, because I'm used to saying that, but a grown person. So I wish there was no big, but that came from my fantasy of wanting to be a drag queen. So I thought that would be my drag name, because I would imagine wearing like 6-inch heels. So
Whoa.
I'd be really tall.
See,
But
see,
that didn't
apparently,
plan out.
well, that's okay. Well, first of all, it could still plan out, right? Because we still got time. If you wanted to live out your drag queen fantasies, I think there's
Hey,
still time for that. But you are likely of a certain generation. You know what I'm saying? We called ourselves big, not little. We was big. Even if we was little, we be big. And I'm with you, Big Teal, because I'm 5'2",
yeah.
and I've been told a time or 1,000 that I have a somewhat of a Napoleon complex. I don't see it. I don't know what people talking about. I think they just be talking. Big Teal, what's up? Big Teal, I don't know. Where are you? Where in the world are you? You don't have to give me your like zip code, but just give me a region or a state
Yeah,
or
yeah.
wherever.
Okay, so I'm in central New York, and I didn't know there was a central New York until I moved there, because I was like, oh, anything up city is upstate, right? So I go there and they're like, no, this is not upstate. Like the locals are very particular about geography and how to say street names. Like, for example, I say Roy. No, I say Leroy. And they're like, no, it's Leroy. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Even, I guess, even the local government, where I am, it's the most southern part of upstate New York. It's not upstate. So it makes no sense to anyone outside of the area, because geography, we just think anything above is very whatever, but they're like, no, we're still southern New York. And so
Okay.
it's weird here, because so I'm right above the Pennsylvania line, and so
Okay.
I'm not sure if anyone, but it's a very like red area. So I go to
Mm-hmm.
predominantly white university. It's like 70 or 80% white here. And yeah, I'm just trying to go to school, try not to get crazy going to grad school. I'm like quitting. Like I'm not getting paid to go to school or to teach there. And a local job pays me what, 15 grand more than what I'm making. But I stay here because I've been here. I'm like, I want my degree. Like I suffered for it, so I
Right.
better get it. But in the meantime, I just try to like do organizing where I can, like whether it's like sanitation or doing a phones app in case a comrade's in prison, or just going to a meeting and trying to get hooked up. But so yeah, I'm not, I don't know, I'm pretty normal person. Radical is my politics, really. That's it.
I'm trying to think if I've been through that part of New York. So when because I've driven from Baltimore
It's not
to Toronto
here.
a number of times. Can you hear me, dear?
Yes, I can hear you.
And
It's just a delay.
so it's 81. Is I think it's 81. And I remember the only town that I can remember seeing in New York, it's Corning, because that's where like Corningware, like the dishes were founded, I guess. But how Corning and I think Elmira, New York, anyway. But it's really pretty. It's pretty up there. driving as I'm driving through it, right, Big Teal? I'm sure if I were to stop off and spend a lot of time, maybe I wouldn't think it was so pretty, but it's really gorgeous there in spring, summertime, like so leafy and green and but yeah, I can imagine the other things. At least you have Tim Hortons. Do you have Tim Hortons nearby?
No, we have.
Damn.
This is more like a Cracker Barrel area.
I like Tim Hortons. You don't get
You know
Tim
what that
Hortons till you
means?
get to Buffalo. Oh, of course, girl. Listen, I never forget. One time there's a Cracker Barrel 95 South, I think, right at the Delaware Maryland line, and my mom liked this. I don't know, not horseradish. It was called boar's breath. It was like a hot
Oh,
relish something.
okay.
And I remember being in there and just being, young and ignorant, but, funny at the same time. Be like, yep, mama. I'm on the phone with my mother. I'm like, yep, it's a barrel full of them in here, mama. It's a barrel full of them in here. Because I ain't got good sense.
It's
But,
true, man.
woo,
But
child.
the two places you mentioned, Corning and Elmira, I think Elmira, that's further. Like Ithaca is closer to me than Elmira. I think Elmira is like it's like 2 hours away, but I'm an hour away from Syracuse and Ithaca. Yeah. Hey, I just came here for school, right? So I thought I'll just bang this out and just get out of here. But from what I understand, there used to be like it's a very like white town had economic boom, but then the company left and now it's been devastated. They have their own like IBM story here where
Oh, wow.
everyone was having jobs. People could buy everything. And then I guess maybe in the 80s or 90s, they left and the town has been relying on the university to survive. So it's very interesting because, right, the town is obviously white, but then the students are diverse and also diverse culturally, but also economically speaking. And so there's this weird tension between like a very pro-Trump town that admits that like there are how do you say has to acknowledge very educated non-white people. Like I've been threatened by someone because I had a doctor. And I'm like, dude, you're here to fix my heater. Why are you asking me or why are you telling me that you could have been a doctor or a lawyer? Like I remember I had one white guy come into my apartment to check out the heat, tell me that. And I'm like, I wanted to be a mathematician. Like I don't know what game he's playing here, you know? And then he tried to physically intimidate me because he didn't
What?
like the fact that I governor because I had a heating problem that the landlord didn't want to fix. So I was emailing all the legislators, anyone that would hear me. And then the governor had, I guess, made a call. I don't know. Because he was like, you made some calls and like now I'm here. And he felt bad because he fixed the boiler that he now has to refix. So he was upset that his work got called out and raised his hand at me. And I was like, sir, step back and tell me what you have to tell me right where you are. Because he wanted to move forward and kept repeating himself. So yeah, it's that kind of town where like I was even afraid to tell people I was in graduate school. Like I'm afraid to tell older about my educational background because I don't know
Jeez.
what's going to happen.
It's so wild, like how much like slavery tropes still play out in the sense that you can't be educated, you can't be more educated than this particular white person, and then they get like haughty, like indignant, like
He's
mad,
like,
like don't get
oh,
mad at
to tell me that he's been running his business, his successful business, right out of high school and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't, sir. But then I had a friend that had to tell me that's like how they get hip to that, because that's the thing, right? That you even said that it's a thing that certain white people will do when they want to, like, I guess, make you feel bad, which I didn't know because it's like whiteness here is different. Like I've had, well, oh, you're from New York City. Well, just know it's different here. And I'm
oh
like,
shit.
every white guy tells me this. Every white person that tells me this, like, oh, I should be grateful as a black person, basically. I don't know.
Oh.
But I stay in good stride because I think it's my leftist politics that helps me realize, like, rather than feel bad, scared, realize that this is maybe what my class struggle looks like. Like you're gonna have people who will intimidate you, not because you say anything wrong to them, but just because you're trying to get something fixed. Like it's normal, right? Where you live, if heat is important to have that. So I'm not wrong for that. And I stood up. Yeah, that was a long fight for my heat, but I think I have a lot of gratitude to like, you know, other organizers who face danger. Like we're going to face danger no matter who you stand up to. And so I'm just willing to like fight and then try to bring that fight to local organization that'll have me. Because I will go hard if I
you
need
may
to.
have you may have to create that organization. Well, I don't know. Let me be quiet. I mean, that's the last thing Black women need is more work to do. The fact that you do the work that you do to make sure that your human rights are met and not disregarded. And then again, just speaking out, just speaking on behalf of yourself, advocating for yourself is such a radical act because big Till, you're really kind of touching on something I was thinking about earlier, and I think about this kind of all the time, but just the ways in which white supremacy and patriarchy, like as a Black woman, like the expectation is that we will be subservient to these systems willingly and really till the grave. I'm like, wait a second. So I have to acquiesce to whiteness and the patriarchy forever? Like that's the expectation of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we should just be grateful, I suppose, to just be breathing, just be alive. Like, how dare we have complaints? how dare we want to see things improved and calling out things that are bad? But it's just wow. It's like wow, like they want us to just be kowtowing to whites and men for our whole lives. Like as Black women, like for our whole lives. That shit is wild to me to even think. So even in just resisting it in ways big and small, I think is revolutionary because like I said, the expectation is the opposite. So I'm very proud of you, Big Teal. Good for you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
in New York, they just the Supreme Court just ruled. I don't know how you feel about guns, but I mean now you don't need all that extra shit in New York State to carry a pistol. Come on, girl, come on now. You gotta get that pistol, Big Teal. You live around crazy white folks. You gotta be ready for them.
I am pro guns, believe it or not. I know coming from New York City, I am pro guns. I did live in Pennsylvania for 1 year where I
Mhm.
learned to shoot. So I
Mhm.
think because I know, I'm like, I can use it. I think I was afraid to because I just didn't know. Like I had like the shotgun, I had a Desert Eagle, I had a Glock, I had a .22. So, so I'm all about it. For me, it's a safe aspect. I think people need to realize that they're not just dealing with a toy. Like you could
Oh, yes.
potentially take someone's life and it deserves the respect of training. That's all I'll say.
No, that's another reason why I think that Tory Lanez thing, amongst other reasons, but I think that's part of the reason why that Tory Lanez thing got me so upset is because like what did you expect to happen if you pointed a gun at anybody, but in this case Tory pointing it at Megan and you pulled the trigger? What did you think was going to happen? Like you could have killed her. Like that could have gone very, very wrong. And people think that they in goddamn Scarface. They think they in the movie Scarface, and niggas think they in Menace to Society, want to shoot sideways and shit. It's like, ugh,
That's ridiculous.
outrageous.
Like,
But
but like before I go, I just want to like leave like saying this because I always forget because I get so nervous on these like live streams. But I want to say just thank you, Kim, for being you, meaning like your heart is big, your personality is big, the way that you just talk straight to people is big, and you use all those skills and virtues like into journalism. And I love how like you're very politically accessible to people. Like I share you when for me, I guess I come off strong and hard. I'm like, okay, she has charisma. Let me charismatic Kim to people. And you're just like the auntie. Like I like how you meld in like being personable with the political. And I think you're supreme at this.
Okay, y'all. Big Teal done shut it down. Shut it down. Nobody else can call in. Big Teal has shut it down. No, thank you so much, Tamara. Damn, I'm a mess up the Tamara and the Tamara several times, so my apologies. But Big Teal, that you just really made my night with that. Thank you so much. That is such a kind and very generous thing for you to say, and I'm telling you, like that, I really needed to hear that as we go into this break. Like I said, I do need to recharge my batteries, but I appreciate you telling me that.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, we got.
Okay, before I get hyped.
Thank you so much, Big Teal. Oh, that was sweet. Now I'm a little misty. Now I'm a little misty. Big Teal, please be safe out there. Please have a happy and safe new year. I can't wait to see you next year. And again, oh Jesus, wait, it was who was the first person that called? Now my memory done zapped out on me. It was the first person. Will. It was Shirley. Duh. I'm sorry.
Shirley.
Thank you. My bad, Shirley. My bad, Shirley. You're unforgettable, honey. I just smoked a lot of marijuana. So between Shirley and Big Teal and Dede, like you guys also support BPM and Black Power Media, and you guys come over there and are very engaging. And Big Teal, thank you also for showing up in the Status Quo chats. Like y'all, can I tell y'all when I'm doing Status Quo and I randomly look in the chat, because I don't know why I'm a little bit more nervous over there. Maybe because the platform's just so much bigger. I don't know, and I just expect people not to like me for some reason. But so when I do look in the peek in the chat, I see Big Teal and I see Holly and I see Spin Cycle Drag, and I'm like, oh, okay, good. Okay, my people are here. I can kind of relax a little bit because y'all not gonna let nobody talk too much shit about me here without saying something.
No.
So I appreciate that. All of that really, 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 really means a lot to me, Big Teal. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, Tamara. Have a good one, sweetie. See ya.
Bye, Kim.
Bye. Oh, see, you guys, look at you guys have shocked me. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to call up, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't sure if anybody's going to call. But of course, Shirley, my Say Hi All-Star, called up. Dede gave us the big announcement that she is off them throat cutters. Dede. Thank you, Dede. That is a huge deal. Let's defeat that narcotic nicotine. Let's get it out of here. And Big Teal showed up. Big Teal turned the camera on. Big Teal. Woo, Big Teal. Very proud of you, Big Teal, for all that you do and that you are doing. So anyway, guys, this is great. I'm all happy. Oh, there goes Dee. She ran us some bucks too. Look at you, Dee. Good. Now you see you got more money in your budget since you stopped buying them Swisher Sweets every week. Look at you, putting some extra change back in your coinage. Will, we got somebody else?
Z, but I don't know.
Hold on. Is this stupid thing playing? Is that Jay-Z thing playing? Why'd I get an announcement? I'll be kind of pissed if it's playing right now. Shouldn't be. Oh, maybe it's giving me a countdown. That's it.
Yeah, because I think it was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, right?
Something like that. I think I did it like 8:10 or something goofy like 8:12 because you know I ain't got good sense. So I mean, it can't be at a normal regular time. But anyway, I was trying to figure, like Twitch does, right, Dede? So when you end your live stream on Twitch, you can direct your viewers into someone else's stream. I thought somebody just ran us $50. Who was that? I thought I could do that here on YouTube because I know Jordan is able to do that on Status Quo, but I don't think I have that feature unlocked on my channel. Shanette. Hey, Shanette. Shanette says, hey, Kim. Sharing some of my bonus with you. Shanette. Congratulations on your bonus, Shanette. Are you finished school? did you finish your stuff? Because I thought you was right there, almost be ready to be finished. This time last year, was it last year or was it 6 months ago, girl? I don't know. I don't know time. I'm unaware of time. Oh, but Shanette, that was so kind and generous of you to do. Thank you so much for that support. I really appreciate that. Oh my God, you guys got me little misty, little misty. You guys got me little misty in here. What in the he double hockey sticks is going on? So anyway, guys. So in terms of New Year's Eve plans, one of my friends, I asked them, I said, hey, I said, are you they're a DJ, and I said, hey, are you spending anywhere for New Year's? And they told me they didn't have anything planned yet, but they said they might have a house. Can't y'all tell? Listen, I think part of the reason you guys like me is because we recognize the poor people recognize each other, right? So when I hear somebody sending money, I was like, oh Jesus, let me sit up and pay attention. Money is being spent. Patrick S, thank you so much for your Cash App donation. You have been a supporter of this channel materially for a while now, Patrick S. I appreciate that so much. That is so kind and generous. You guys, I wasn't even coming out here with the intention of this, but it's nice. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna block my blessings now. We're not gonna talk down or speak against the blessings as they pour in. And I just want to tell you guys that I just appreciate that all so much. Everything. I don't even know what happened to my little chat thing here. Everything just went away. Oh, there it is. Ha ha. There's the chat is back. Oh, how did I support myself with $2? What? I'm confused. Oh, that's why I must have hit a wayward button. I'm like, how am I about to send myself a super chat? I've never even experienced that before. Interesting. You guys, thank you so much. Christine, thank you. Oh, Christina, I'm sorry. Christina, you're a new person. I have not seen you send us anything before. And Christina says, Happy New Year. Been watching you on Status Quo. Keep spitting truth. Thank you, Christina. Yo. And let me say this at the end of the year, like, I've been doing Status Quo since August. Okay, so like a few months now. And we've gotten some new viewers as a result. Ultimately, I did Status Quo and I do Status Quo because I respect the work that Jordan does, particularly when he goes out into communities that are usually ignored. Where was he? Was he in Ohio? Or was he in, I want to say he was in Ohio. And he was in this black lady's house. I mean, the conditions in which she was expected to pay rent in, oh my God, you guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. Ursula, call up here, Ursula. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. Call up here, Ursula. You know how much I adore you to pieces. Damien, get your ass up. You call up here too. Y'all call up here. Well, I'm so sorry. I got distracted by the money. See again, poor. I was like, oh, the money. How is it that I managed to avoid stripping? I know how. I know how. Never mind. Just answer that question for myself. Lord of mercy. In my short-term memory, I have no idea what point I was on or where this point was headed. Regardless, I just want to thank you all. Is Zaina still on the line, Will? Or did she hang up?
Yeah, I think they were having some issues because they've been on the line for a while and nothing was being said. So,
Oh.
but they were in the chat, so I hope everything's okay.
Oh, Zaina, I'm sure. Who was that? Ready Revolutionary, what's good? Thank you, good people. So by the way, guys, the Remix Morning Show will be returning next week. Yay! Everyone be excited. Yay! And I have to say, I said to myself, I said, Kim, you shouldn't really be cracking yellow jokes. You shouldn't really be cracking yellow jokes on the yellow bruvs over there. Maybe it's a bit colorist. But then I said, you can't be colorist against light skinned people. Stop being ridiculous. Light skin, the light. And I listen, y'all, I know what my hue is, as I say, the light skins. But the light skins, the light skins, you cannot sometimes, they don't experience colorism. Yes, I said they don't experience colorism in the same way as more melanated people do. Yeah, so no, we're going to continue to run these yellow jokes. I will continue to run the yellow jokes on the yellow bruvs over there on Black Power Media. Oh, we got somebody on the line.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Yes, Tyler. Yeah.
Tyler. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Tyler, you're still a young man, baby.
Yes.
Woo. Tyler, are you coming of age this year? Are you going to be 21?
Yes,
no.
I'm going to be 20. Yeah.
You're going to be 21? So tell me, what's the big fun thing to do at 21 in Iowa?
Minnesota, but yeah.
Why did I think you was in Iowa?
You're close. It's close enough. I mean, it's.
Is it though?
No, it's literally just like I can just drive down there.
Oh, okay.
I don't drive, but I can. Anyway, I guess just first drink, I guess. I think that is actually going to be a pretty fun thing for me a pretty fun milestone. At least for me. I plan to celebrate it the way I've celebrated all my birthdays, but that is going to be a huge difference. So at least in the near term, I guess.
So what are the cannabis laws? What are the cannabis laws in Minnesota? Is it legal? Or is it medicinal?
I think it is medicinal, but I heard that there's going to be like I heard Governor Walz say, "Oh, we're going to try and do like full across the board legalization," which would be great. I as you know, I'm not like I don't trust things until I see them. Like I don't trust things until I see it fully. I hope there's something coming with that, because I would love for Minnesota to be just fully legal, like it is like with these other states, because I think it's long overdue at this point.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And if Joe Biden wasn't a whole ass piece of shit,
right, the war on drugs guy, right?
Maybe something could be done, federally or whatever. But Tyler, be careful with the alcohol, because I was listening to the tapes that were released today of Tory Lanez in jail calling Megan's friend Kelsey. And all I heard were these young people just talk about, I was so drunk, I was so drunk, I didn't know, I was so drunk. Now listen, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that though. I'm not going that far.
Good, because I want to convey to young people truly, and I know this is big auntie energy, and I understand that, but I made it to this age for a reason, okay? Like, y'all, seriously, alcohol ain't the one. Like, it really ain't. Like, it's fun to get drunk. I would say for maybe about a year or two. And then it's not fun. And then the sad thing is that you get the people that are my age and still getting drunk, okay? Like, on a regular basis. And I'm telling you, it's doubly not cute when they're middle-aged and older. Like, you don't want to be an old drunk. You don't want to be an old drunk. And the more proficient and skilled drinker you are in your youth, that will increase the chances of you being a very skilled older drunk. Okay, and that's not what you
Right.
want.
Yeah,
You do not.
that will lead you down a bad path. I mean,
All
I
kinds of things. Yeah.
yeah, I to be honest, like I've never been a huge fan of like of drinking that sort of thing anyway. Like even if I well, my parents they've never been like huge drinkers or anything. Like even though I mean they like their beer, they like their wine, but it's not like huge with them. They're not heavy into that, and I don't expect to ever go down that kind of path. I mean, like the most I had was like a sip of beer. Like I went down to Wisconsin, and you can have alcohol with your parents beside you, or at least like next to you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I did have beer. I To be honest, I didn't like it, but
It's not very tasty.
it's not.
Again, but the way that
At least not to this mouth, I guess. I don't know. That sounds weird.
No. Beer is an acquired taste. Like, I think anyone who tells you that the first beer that they drank, they were like, this is delicious. Like, give me 6 more of them. Big liar. They are a big liar. Like, beer is an acquired taste. Alcohol is an acquired taste. But because in this country, we're so conditioned and socialized to think that alcohol is normal, and to drink underage is normal, and to get drunk until you throw up is normal, to get drunk and not remember what happened the night before, normal. No, it's not normal. Alcohol's out here fucking people up. And I think alcoholism is also part of the reason, in addition to the drug overdoses and COVID, why the
Yep.
life expectancy in this country has gone down. Like,
yeah, exactly.
People are too casual with the alcohol. Alcohol is very bad. Very
Right.
bad.
And I did hear a lot of the times, like I did hear like stories about how my generation is more like risk averse, or at least compared to prior generations.
Yes.
And maybe that's like true in other areas, and in other areas it's not. But I at least for me, I'd like to think of myself as pretty risk averse. I don't. That's like the only thing I'm conservative at.
Well, I think that's because, well, and I'm chalking a little bit of this risk aversion up to your generation, because it, like, y'all don't like to drive. Like, y'all don't have
Right.
licenses. Like, y'all don't
Right.
go, like, you guys
I
do not
don't.
drive yourselves, which is interesting because, I mean, my God, I was chomping at the bit, Tyler. At 16, I need wheels. Let me get around.
I mean, I think maybe it's also because, I don't know, we're just not that into. Well, I was actually way into cars when I was little,
Mhm.
like very little, like little kid. I was huge into cars, like Mazdas, Toyotas, whatever, you name it. I could just name all the cars. But now that I'm growing up, I don't know. I just hadn't found the need to really drive anywhere. I had like taken like the metro and the bus and that sort of thing, and to like gain like more independence and just do things that way, instead of having everybody like drive me everywhere,
Mhm.
or have my parents drive me everywhere. But I know I'm gonna have to eventually like have my own car at some point, and I do think taking lessons, I think that is going to be, I think that's going to be valuable. I think the other thing is that I think we're just finding more environmentally sustainable ways to like get around, I guess, and we don't, and I guess there are more people, at least more left-leaning Gen Zers, who just don't really feel the need to have a car.
Which I understand, because number one, a car is a burden. Okay, like, a car is draining you of money the day that you get it, because you have to buy the car, insure the car, put gas in the car, maintain the car. A car is a money suck. Here's what I would say to Gen Z. Much like I think swimming is a life skill, like, most people should know and learn how to swim, because you never know when one day you might need to, save your own life for any reason that you find yourself in a body of water, and you need to, survive. I look at driving in the same way. I can understand not having a car, but to me, driving is a life skill. You just never know when
You're gonna have it. Yeah.
when you might have to drive. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be the one in the zombie apocalypse talking about
I didn't have a car, so I'm fucked.
So as a life skill, I understand not wanting to do car ownership makes total sense. As a life skill, you need to learn how to drive.
Right. Well, that is what my parents have been saying. Like, I have actually taken like life skills classes in high school. Those are very valuable, and I wish other schools did that. I think that I think just the advice that you just gave right there. I think that's gonna be valuable to a lot of young people who also may not feel the need to really get around anywhere, but sooner or later they're gonna have to realize that they're gonna need it for something. Like they can't just be like stranded like out in the middle of nowhere, like with like no means of like any transportation. Like there's gotta be something. Yeah.
Well, Tyler, I'm gonna turn you loose because I'm afraid that this thing that I have scheduled to premiere, I'm afraid because I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube, right?
No,
so I'm very concerned that it's going to premiere while we are still in the middle of this live. And
no, I get it. I actually wasn't gonna stay all that long, but I just wanted to chat for a little bit. Yeah.
Of course, Tyler. Oh, you're the son I never had, Tyler. You were such a very sweet young man. I'm so grateful that at your age you listen to this show.
My actual mom would love you. So.
That's wonderful. That makes me feel good. If I remind you of your mom and you watch me, then that says number one a lot about your mom, and all in the positive and the affirmative. But thank you, I appreciate that, Tyler.
One quick thing. I just got back from. My mom really wanted to see this Whitney Houston documentary.
Ooh, what'd you think?
I liked it. I actually watched all the performances. Like the real life performances of that she did prior to seeing it, and I think they got it pretty accurate.
Whoa, okay. I'm curious. One of my favorite Whitney performances. I wonder if they included this, but she was doing a live performance of "All the Man That I Need" in front of a bunch of veterans. It was a bunch of sailors.
Welcome Home Heroes, 1991.
Yeah, that sounds right. And she destroyed it. I mean, she was high as a kite. Clearly, she was very high. You could just look at her. I'm like, God damn, Whitney. But
she was sweating a lot.
Yes,
so, I mean,
yes.
I think that's a good thing because she gave it her all like every time, and that's.
Oh yeah, Whitney knew how to master her high. Not everybody can say that. Not everybody can say that. But good. Okay, y'all. Tyler said the Whitney biopic is legit. So off of the strength of Tyler's recommendation, might I go check it out? But thank you, Tyler, so much for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being Generation Z. Thank you for the tenacity. I have a lot of inspiration from folks your age, Tyler. So
thank you.
I think you guys. I believe
Likewise.
The children are the future.
Yes, teach them well. Let them lead the way. Yes. Thank
you, Tyler. Take care, baby boy.
All right. See ya.
Now, when you sing that song, y'all, do you sing it like Whitney or do you sing it like Sexual Chocolate? Because the ways the Sexual Chocolate sang that song, also very memorable. All right, y'all. I think I'm what's up, Will? Is this you?
Yeah, that's me. It's premiering right now. The Jay-Z interview.
It's premiering right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that a bitch? All right, y'all. Let's end this, Will, and we'll go back and watch that. I'll see y'all at the AMA. Fuck, my bad, y'all. God damn it.